This is WWE's Jerry the King Lawler. And Mountain Empire, this is your wrestling.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to the Southern States Wrestling Power Half Hour. It's your friend here, Beau James. Some people like to call me the King of Kingsport, and it's a big day right here on the program. We're going to take a look at a lot of champions here today on the Power Half Hour. A few months ago, you may remember I told you that, Southern States Wrestling was founded on these principles to celebrate the past, work hard in the present, and build to the future. And I'm happy to make a big announcement right here. This weekend, we start airing our program, the Power Half Hour, out in Norton, Virginia on Heritage TV, HTV. Say hello to David and all the good folks over there at Heritage TV in Norton. Southwest Virginia's only true local television station, and they're going to carry us each and every Saturday. So if you're watching over there in Southwest Virginia, a big hello from everybody here. Big hello to everybody watching this on Sunday night around the Mountain Empire, East Tennessee, parts of Carolina, parts of Kentucky, and Southwest Virginia. A big thank you to Bob Haywood and everybody there at the WKPT family that's kept us here, coming up on our 1-year anniversary of the Power Half Hour being right here on the local Tri-Cities Heartland TNN network. It's great working with these great television stations, and if you're watching us on YouTube around the world, don't want to leave you out because we get great feedback from places like New Zealand, Germany, Spain, all across the world. People watching the Southern States Wrestling Power Half Hour, thank you for making us viewing of your choice each and every week right here. Like I said, we got a big week right here. I want to talk about last week if you missed it. And if you did miss it, you can go back at any time to youtube.com/KingofKingsport and check out an episode of the Power Half Hour. Last week, we saw one of the biggest injustices we have ever seen in Southern States Wrestling. DeAndre Jackson pinned the current champion, Kool. 1, 2, 3. Then Kool got his foot on the ropes. DeAndre should be the heavyweight champion right now. But I want to show you that here just in a minute. But I want to remind you of some stuff that's going on with these two. If you remember when Kool first came here back last year, he set his sights right on Jackson for some reason. First, he got Lucas Angel, DeAndre Jackson's longtime friend and tag team partner, to turn his back on him, turn his back on the fans, and join up with him. They did a number on Jackson. Jackson went and got Ray Idol. They settled it up. What did DeAndre Jackson have to look at next? That was Kool's hired hitmen, Krunch the Equalizer, Outlaw Chick White, better known as the Death Riders, as they attacked him last year, handcuffed him to the ropes, beat him half to death right there in Mount Carmel, Tennessee. Kool won the heavyweight title, and DeAndre Jackson was right on his heels coming after him. He was not going to give up. And what happened again? The Death Riders were hired by Kool to put DeAndre Jackson out of action, which they did. It was about 3 or 4 weeks. He was unable to wrestle after they slammed him on the concrete floor, after they double teamed him and attacked him for a payoff. Well, if you watched here a couple of weeks ago, you heard some very disturbing words from Krunch the Equalizer. And what I want to do right now is let's go back and listen to what Krunch had to say about the champion, Kool. And then we're going to take a look at what happened last week once again as DeAndre Jackson went after the Southern States Wrestling heavyweight titles.
Look, I don't know who's spreading these rumors, but I'm going to tell you right now, they're all false, okay? Hey, I'm a good guy, I don't cheat. I play by the rules, And with all this talk about paying off the Death Riders, I didn't pay off anybody, They are my friends. Okay? They do favors for me. I don't have to pay anybody. As far as DeAndre Jackson goes, here I am with my belt. Where's he? He's nowhere to be found. He's talking all this mess. I gotta get out of here, Joe. You have a good one, okay? I got people waiting on me.
Krunch, where's he going? I don't know where he's going. He doesn't seem to want to talk about this money that I'm hearing that he paid you guys to take DeAndre Jackson out.
He says he didn't. Well, right here's the check. But there's one problem. This check bounced, Joe.
Oh.
All I want to do is talk to him. I want to talk to him, see what's going on. It bounced. We ain't getting our money. And you know our ring entrance music is dirty deeds done dirt cheap. Not for free. Cheap, but not free. But I just want to talk to him, get this straightened out. By the way, the reason Chick's not here with me, he's in jail now down in Hamlin County for trying to pass this bad check. And I got to go bail him out.
Oh.
And if I get a hold of Kyle Kool, he's going to pay for that too.
I can't blame you
All
there.
I want to do is talk to him.
Right? Yeah, I can't blame you. I'd be collecting that cash too. You guys have done the
I'm
job.
going to go see where he went.
Good luck with that, Krunch. We're going to be back right after this time.
DeAndre faked him out right there, crossbody. He couldn't hold on. He bounced off of him. I don't think the referee was in position. Missed that clothesline. Big forearm right to the top of the head from Kyle Kool to Kyle Kool. Big clothesline from DeAndre Jackson. This is what he's been waiting on. Missed that punch. Atomic drop. The champion, big elbow right to the top of his chrome dome. The champion is in trouble right here. DeAndre's got to go for something. What is it? What is he doing? Wow, what an elbow drop. What an elbow drop from the challenger, DeAndre Jackson, and I thought he had him. I thought that was the 3 count right there. So did a lot of people at ringside. They thought a new champion was going to be crowned right there. Come on, DeAndre, you got to get across that ring and get on him. DeAndre pulling from his fans. He wants it right here. He's got him. Big chop. Couldn't see what was happening there. Evidently, the referee, Kevin, doesn't know about the horseshoe when you're on television for the referees. Another big shot. Kyle Kool able to reverse it. What's he going to do here? Once again, taking too much time. Misses in the corner. Could this be the thump? Could he do it right here? Could he put him away with the thump? There it is. We're going to see a new champion. 1, 2, 3. Oh, come on, Kevin. You didn't see his foot was not on the rope till after the 3. He got the 3 count. Don't restart it. What are you doing? No, Kevin. He already got the 3 count. We have a new champion right here. DeAndre Jackson cannot believe it. He should be handed the belt right now. Watch out, Kyle Kool from behind. Roll up. He's got his feet on the rope, Kevin. His feet are on the ropes. Oh, come on. We saw a brand new champion. We saw a brand new champion right there. Kyle Kool knows he stole this one. Look at him. He's trying to find the belt and get out of there. He has the thrill of victory right there. Sunglasses and belt, and he is getting out here still the champion. He stole one. And there's the agony of defeat. DeAndre Jackson was robbed right here in gray. I cannot believe this. There you saw it again last week. What happened? You also heard from Krunch, the Equalizer, who said that Kyle Kool's check has bounced. And I made a phone call to Krunch. I've known him for many years, not always seen eye to eye with him. And I asked him, I said, hey, have they made this thing right to you and Chick White? And they said, and Krunch said, no, Kyle Kool has not. So keep your eye on television here in the next few weeks, see what is going to happen with this situation. And you got to know that DeAndre Jackson is going to be coming after you, Kyle Kool, each and every chance he gets. So is Ray Idle, who has a shot right here coming up very soon for the heavyweight title. Kyle Kool, I think your days are numbered as the heavyweight champion because you got everybody after you. It was easier to get that belt than it is to keep the belt. Speaking of new champions, I'm going to tell you later on about a brand new champion here in Southern States Wrestling. And when we come back, Southern States ladies champion Rebecca Lynn is going to put her newfound title on the line against everybody's favorite, Misty James.
My name is Tim Young, and this is my marketing firm. We represent clients all over the globe. And like the king of Kingsport, I'm the king of marketing. So if you need anything, web design, social media, commercials, advertising, creative, jingles, I'll write a jingle right now to show you how good I am. It'll be in the next commercial. Tim Young's unnamed marketing firm. You need us.
Calvary Baptist Church, 1238 Pine Street, Kingsport, Tennessee. Regular schedule of services. Sunday, 9:15 a.m. for Bible study fellowship class for all ages. 10:30 a.m. worship. 6 p.m. blast for children, wake for youth. Sunday night life for adults. Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. children and youth activities. 3D Bible study for adults.
With the economy changing almost daily and not always for the best, let Hassie'sKitchenTable.com keep your food budget under control. Leave the work up to us as we find inexpensive recipes, cooking, and shopping tips. You will soon have all the tips, ideas, recipes you need to feed your family well on a budget and have fun while doing it.
If you are part of a non-profit organization, listen to this. You now have the opportunity to bring the wrestling TV stars to your town and make money for your group. Over the past 2 decades, Southern States Wrestling has helped raise money for church groups, schools, ball teams, volunteer fire departments, children's hospitals, Ronald McDonald House, scout troops, and many more. Our staff is waiting to hear from you and get started on what could be your biggest fundraiser to date. Southern States Wrestling and your group are the perfect tag team to raise the funds you need.
Exciting, thrilling wrestling action is coming to a town near you, featuring the TV stars of the Power Half Hour. Saturday, August 30th, Johnson City, Tennessee, Carver Rec Center. EWC presents a big night of action featuring stars from Southern States Wrestling. Belltime, 7:30. Friday night, August 29th. An all-star card comes to the Russell County Fair in Castlewood, Virginia. The Iron Cross, Stan Lee, Beau and Misty James, and a whole lot more in Castlewood. Bell time, 7 o'clock. Sunday, August 24th. Carroll County Fair, Hillsville, Virginia. It's another all-star card. Frank the Tank Parker, Scott Sterling, the Iron Cross, Stan Lee, Beau and Misty James, and many more in Hillsville. Welcome back to the Southern States Wrestling Power Half Hour. It's old friend Beau James here. Right before we went into that break, you heard Dakota tell you how you can bring the stars of the Power Half Hour to your school, your fire department, your community to raise money for any organization that needs it. Right here's the email address again. Send us an email. Be happy to send you an email back telling you how you can bring the stars of Southern States Wrestling to your community in East Tennessee, Southwest Virginia, and all around the Mountain Empire and raise money for whatever organization that you're working for. Also saw some dates coming up there, some county fairs left for this year in Southwest Virginia. Next week we're going to be making a couple of big announcements on 2 big Southern States Wrestling events coming around the Mountain Empire that you do not want to miss, and I'm talking about big time events coming right here to East Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. Now, as you saw going to the break, also Rebecca Lynn, the brand new ladies champion. She won it on controversial ways. Feet on the ropes. She cheated, used the ropes for leverage. We'll go back and take a look at that, how she won the belt right here on television 2 weeks ago. Then we're going to take a look and see some highlights from Gray, Tennessee, when Misty James got a return match at the Appalachian Fairgrounds, and she went after Rebecca Lynn.
Misty James as Rebecca Lynn finds a way to escape the 3 count.
Get escape out of there. Don't forget it this Saturday, July the 12th, Appalachian Fairgrounds at the block party. It is going to be huge. It's free. It's open to the public. Come on down. She just won the match. She won the match with her foot on the rope right there.
I don't believe this, Joe Wheeler. Is this really going to happen? Is this the way this match is going to end? The referee is really going to let this happen? He didn't see their blatant. Oh my goodness.
Here we go, folks. The match is already underway. Misty has already scored a couple of quick arm drags as the girls lock back up, and there's another big arm drag by Misty. And Rebecca, the champion, goes to the corner to complain to the referee. I don't know what she's complaining about. Those illegal moves each and every time. Misty's had enough, and she's going right in after her. Now, that's not by the rules, and she grabs a handful of hair. Big Bill throw out of the corner. Misty wants this belt, going for a cover. To see the large crowd here in Gray, Tennessee at the Appalachian Fairgrounds, many of them on their feet. We're trying to give you the best shot we can give you. Misty going for a big suplex to the fans' approval here. Could she have her? Only a 2 count. Misty staying right on top of Rebecca. She's not letting her get away, not letting her get to the floor as we saw in the title match with DeAndre Jackson and Kool, but Rebecca's just stuck a thumb right in her eye. Now just laying the boots to her in the corner and goes right to that choke. We saw Rebecca get counted out a few weeks ago where she got the choke hold and would not let go. We also saw Rebecca knock a referee out a few weeks ago also. Taking her right over to the corner. What is she going for? Just going to big open hand, reverse knife edge chop right to the chest. Another choke. Another chop. Rebecca's feeling good about herself right here. The fans saying, come on, Misty. Misty going to, she blocked that one, turned her around and going to give it right back to her. Now, 2 big chops and another big bill throw right out of the corner. These two, shot right to the bread basket and then a big forearm right to the side of the head. Rebecca and Misty both come here. They do not get along. They do not like each other. Big kick, another big kick. But they came to pull out all the stops, hit each other, kick each other as hard as they possibly can. Both of them want to walk out of here, out of the Appalachian Fairgrounds, the Southern States Ladies Champion. Rebecca going in after, I guess, a legal hold. Well, Kevin started to count there. I guess it's a legal hold. He's not on her again, got a chin lock. Misty trying to get out from underneath there, trying to get loose. Rebecca holding on, big elbow right to the gut, another big elbow. And a handful of hair by Rebecca just pulls Misty down by her hair. Now that's not legal, Kevin. You got to do something about that. Another handful of hair. What is she going for here? Going to shoot her across the ring. Big elbow right to the chin. That one looked like it hit her right in the chin. Could this do it? No, Misty's not going down that easy. You can see her drawing to the fans, trying to pull that energy and that from the crowd. Big shot to the stomach. Another big shot. Both of them hit each other at the same time. Big forearm. Misty is fired up and she's coming back, and once that ladies title shoots her back in, big flying clothesline. Could we have a new ladies champion right here? Kevin's in, 2 count, and only a 2 count. Misty's thinking right now, what in the world am I going to have to do to put Rebecca away? Rebecca won that title on TV here a couple of weeks ago. Now the girls are just trading punches. Forearms and punches to the side of the head, to the jaw. These two are trying to knock each other out. Just trading them, and Rebecca, well, I thought she was going down. Misty going to take her to the corner. Knocked the breath right out of her with those. Big snapmare. Time constraints, we have to jump ahead. Both girls down on the mat. They had hit heads. Both of them went down after punching and kicking each other. Rebecca going for more underhanded tactics, more hair pulling, choking on the ropes. These two girls, I had some wonder they have not knocked each other out yet, as hard as they've been hitting each other's, much as they bounce each other's heads off the mat in the turnbuckle, the forearms and punches. There she goes for that choke again. Misty just trying to get her hands off of her. Both of these girls are feeling this match. This has been a grueling match. Rebecca setting her up for something, shoots her across the ring. Both going for a clothesline. And I tell you, as they fell, it looked like both of them hit forehead to forehead or the top of their heads. Both of them down. Referee Kevin checking on them, and he starts the count. Both girls may be out of it. Rebecca's moving a little bit now, Misty. Neither one of them trying to really to get to their feet. I think they're just trying to figure out where they're at. I think both girls were knocked out there as they hit heads, as they both went for a clothesline. Are we going to get a 10 count? There it is. Both girls counted down. Neither one of them able to get to their feet. They're both hurting, both feeling the effects of this match as they went all out. Is Misty going to make it back to her feet before Rebecca? Rebecca's trying to get out of there, get the belt. I tell you what, Misty is going after her. Misty is going after her. She does not want the match to end this way. The people do not want the match to end this way. These two girls are not done with each other. I'm telling you, this situation is not over with, as Misty is going to keep coming after Rebecca Lynn. And if it takes her chasing her all the way to her house, as Rebecca is running out of the Appalachian Fairgrounds trying to get away from Misty, but Misty is not going to let her go. She's after her. We'll be right back. There you saw another controversial ending to the ladies' title matches. Rebecca Lynn and Misty James knocked each other unconscious there at the Appalachian Fairgrounds. These two girls cannot stand each other. These two girls are always after each other. Just this past Wednesday night in Princeton, West Virginia, I was up there to see a title match where Misty went after Rebecca Lynn again, and Rebecca, by hook or crook, got out of there with that Southern States ladies title. Misty is chasing her everywhere. Don't forget about Miss Rachel and her friend Kitten Kathy, or whatever she calls her. You saw them here a few weeks ago on TV. We've heard a lot of rumblings about they're ready to come back to Southern States Wrestling, and it looks to me like it's going to be a 3-against-1 with all of them against Misty James. But with all the people behind Misty, she's going to do her dead level best right there to win the belt back. And she's not afraid of you, Kathy the Kitten. She's not afraid of Miss Rachel. She's not afraid of Rebecca Lynn. And she's coming after whoever's got that belt or whoever wants to step in the ring with her. Next week, we're going to take a special look at Misty as she's been traveling around the country this summer. You're going to see just some of the sights and sounds of where she has been this summer and the places that she's wrestled and some of the top talent from around the country she's been in the ring with. Now then, we're getting ready to go to the commercial break number 2 here. Brand new television champion crowned just a few days ago in Kingsport, Tennessee. As you go to break, you're going to see who it is, and when we come back, he will be here in action.
My name is Tim Young, and this is my marketing firm. We represent clients all over the globe. And like the king of Kingsport, I'm the king of marketing. So if you need anything, web design, social media, commercials, advertising, creative, jingles, I'll write a jingle right now to show you how good I am. It'll be in the next commercial. Tim Young's unnamed marketing firm. You need us.
Attention Mountain Empire. Do you have a business, website, products, or an event to promote? Let us help you reach the masses with TV and internet ads. For just a few dollars a week, we offer commercial spots on Southern States Wrestling, reaching over 150,000 homes in the Mountain Empire and the world with YouTube. Don't wait. Jump on this opportunity now to reach a large audience for an affordable price. Email sswking@aol.com for all the info. Advertising packages you cannot afford to pass up.
Exciting, thrilling wrestling action is coming to a town near you, featuring the TV stars of the Power Half Hour. Saturday, August 30th, Johnson City, Tennessee, Carver Rec Center. EWC presents a big night of action featuring stars from Southern States Wrestling. Belltime, 7:30. Friday night, August 29th. An all-star card comes to the Russell County Fair in Castlewood, Virginia. The Iron Cross, Stan Lee, Beau and Misty James, and a whole lot more in Castlewood. Bell time, 7 o'clock. Sunday, August 24th. Carroll County Fair, Hillsville, Virginia. It's another all-star card. Frank the Tank Parker, Scott Sterling, the Iron Cross, Stan Lee, Beau and Misty James, and many more in Hillsville. Here we go again, another classic matchup here with a brawler against a wrestler. Krunch Equalizer against Jake Booth. And we have seen Krunch Equalizer break some rules and just complain about everything so far. Jake's been out there trying to wrestle. As you see, the crowd still coming in, people still filing into the wrestling part of the Appalachian Fairgrounds here in Gray. And there you see Krunch complaining about hair pull. There was no hair pulling there. It was just a collar and elbow. And Jake Booth was able to power him back in the corner, but Krunch is using these psychological warfare, complaining about something, hoping to get the referee on his side, but so far Jake has not broke a rule. And you see Jake go for a nice arm bar right there, and Krunch is just yelling and complaining to the referee it's not a legal hold. Nice full arm drag and twist with a little snap right there. Jake learned that from superstar Bill Dundee. Jake spent some time in Memphis a few weeks ago training with the legendary superstar of wrestling, Bill Dundee, learning some English-style holds, and you're going to see a hold coming up here shortly that Jake is working on that superstar Bill Dundee perfected, and he has taught to Jake Booth, and you're going to see that in a few minutes here in this match. Krunch once again complaining to the referee, and Kevin is falling for it as he gets on Jake about breaking the rules. There's a big headlock from Krunch, the equalizer, and a shot. I don't know if that was in the throat or in the nose, but it stopped Jake in his tracks. Jake's trying to get his breath. Must have been in the throat. Handful of hair. Come on, Kevin, do something about that. Shoots him in the ropes. Jake's able to duck underneath, and oh, he ran right through Krunch. Big clothesline and Krunch out on the floor, and I'm going to tell you, he may be surprised by this young man, Jake Booth, right here. Once again, due to time, we have to jump ahead in the match. Krunch still complaining about hair pulling back in the ring. Big headlock once again from Krunch. That's how you get those cauliflower ears, and he is clamping down. Jake is doing everything, trying to come out in the top wrist lock. Krunch complaining about the hair, and then he gets a handful of hair. Come on, Kevin, you got to watch both men. Once again, trying to get out of there. Kevin looking at the complaining, and the second time Krunch has went for a handful of hair. Jake trying to throw him off. And look there, plain and simple on camera, he had a handful of hair to hold Jake in that hold. Jake trying to figure it out. I'm going to tell you, he's a young wrestler, only 2 years inside the ring, not even a full 2 years, but he gets better every time. And there's the old Johnny Valentine brainbuster. Elbow to the back of the head, face into the knee, and Jake may be out of it here. Ooh, big elbow right to the face. Jake was trying to roll out of the ring before Krunch jumped on him with a chokehold. Krunch may have been able to put him away there if he would have just covered him and hooked the leg. Jake having some trouble. You see him shaking there trying to get the cobwebs out. Krunch going for another big move here. What's he going for? I think he was going for a backdrop. Jake was able to roll through with a sunset flip. He held onto the ropes, comes right out there, and back in control goes Jake Booth. Back to the scientific wrestling. Big splash, that's a legal move. Only a 1 count. And back to a basic wrestling hold, Jake Booth goes. Once again, we have to move forward due to time constraints, but I want you to pay attention right here, because here comes the big move, the big hold that Jake Booth has just learned from superstar Bill Dundee. There it is, the Australian sleeper, as he clamps it on Krunch, and you can see Krunch is starting. He went to his knees very fast. He is starting to go to sleep, but I want you to pay attention, because here they come. First you see Joe Briggs, and right behind him will come Scott Sterling. They caught us napping as Dakota and I were in the dressing room. I was giving Dakota some tips, and you see Joe Briggs going right to work, and Scott Sterling trying to direct traffic as he's getting his cheap shots in now. Scott Sterling will not rest until he injures Jake Booth. He is after Jake Booth. He is after any kind of title that Jake gets. He is out to beat him, because he says it's the most embarrassing moment of his life is when Jake Booth pinned him 1, 2, 3. And you see a 3-on-1 gang up right here. They were trying to put Jake out of it. Krunch stomping every part of his body. Joe Briggs holding him down. And Scott Sterling just doing a number on him. Trash talking, but here comes myself with my bullwhip and Dakota with the chair. And look how fast they run away. They want to fight dirty until it gets dirty. We were ready to fight, and they took off. Next week, you're going to see more about this situation. Your winner, Jake Booth, by disqualification. There you saw Jake Booth handling his own against a top-ranked veteran like Krunch the Equalizer. Scott Sterling and his henchman got to jump in there. Sterling so embarrassed because he's been beat not once, not twice, but 3 times by Jake Booth in singles competition. He says it's the most embarrassing moments of his career, of his life, and he wants to settle it, and he wants to put Jake out of the ring, put him out of action. And he tried it right there, but his old Uncle Beau James and his brother Dakota Booth were not going to let it happen. Now, next week, we're going to take a look at what happened in the big 6-man tag when Dakota Booth made his debut to team with me and Jake to go against Krunch, Scott Sterling, and Joe Briggs. Also, right here next week, Krunch Equalizer in singles competition, and we're going to hear more words about him in this bad check that Kool wrote him. Don't forget this week, email me Southern States Wrestling. Right here you see the email address. Let's bring SSW to your town, to your community. Let's raise money for your ball team, for your school, for your fire department, for whatever you need to raise money. Email us right here, and I will get an email right back to you. We love coming to each and every one of these communities around Southwest Virginia and East Tennessee. Like to help you raise some money. Watch us right here, same time, same channel next week. God bless each and every one of you. Jesus saves.